Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to try the Pidzoom tire pressure monitoring system and see if it actually fits on my S22 or on my Begode MTEN4. Now someone has asked me to make a video about this, just maybe because they probably want to see if they want to buy something like this. And really this applies to if you go for the Pidzoom or for any of the other ones, because the connector, the little sensor on the valve, is going to be exactly the same. Most of the time, the ones that I've looked at, that is pretty much the same as this wireless setup. The little sensor is exactly the same size, so you can use this also as a reference. That's if you don't want to go for the Pidzoom one. My only real feedback about the Pidzoom one is the screen is too dim. So if that's going to be a deal breaker for you, then definitely look at something else. But yeah, the screen for me is not bright enough that I can look down quickly and spot the pressure. On my motorbike, where it's more static and I can stare at it a little bit longer, that's perfectly fine. But on the wheel, where I quickly wants to glance down, it's not bright enough. So keep that in the back of your mind. Okay, so we're going to check on my MTEN4 first, and then we're going to check on the S22 to see if this little sensor works on it. I've got another video about going through the Pidzoom sensor or the receiver with the screen, so check that video out. But this is just for the install to see if this little thing, the sensor, will actually fit on the valve. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to lay the wheel on its side, and then we're going to get started. Let's go. Okay, so let's have a look. As you guys can see, this is the little sensor, and then you also have this little lock nut that you need to lock the sensor in place if you are worried that you're going to lose it. So I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so just get the stuff away. Let's get to the valve of the MTEN4. Valve is not on that side. Valve is on this side. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna lay it down like that. I will take the little dust cover off. That in the back pocket, because if I lose this, then it's all gone. And I'll just drop the camera down a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. So what you do is, with this little lock nut, you screw that on first, so it goes all the way down, and then you screw the sensor on. You're going to hear a bit of air leak, so it's nice and snug. And then what you do is you take this little tool and you go to the bottom and you tighten the nut against the sensor. Okay, so you tighten that so it's nice and snug. So now it can't turn out. So this works perfect, and there's more than enough space for the sensor to go all the way around without making any, or it doesn't touch anywhere. So that's quite cool. So it works on the MTEN4. So again, if you want to take it off, you turn the lock nut at the bottom to the one side, undo the sensor, make sure you keep the sensor somewhere, undo the locking nut, put that in your pocket, and then for me it's returning the dust cap. Simple as that. So I'll check the pressure on this MTEN4 a little bit later, but yeah, that's it. I'll still do a little feedback video about this little MTEN. Okay, now let's see if I can lie this this beast down. Where's its valve? Okay, it's not going to destroy the table. Okay, that's actually okay. It lies on its side. Let's turn it around. There's the valve. Now, as you guys can see, this valve. Let me just quickly do this. So you guys can see the valve is at an angle. Now this is where the problem comes in. Because the valve is on an angle, let me just get the camera right in there that you guys can see. I hope you guys can see. So you can see the dust cap is even touching the side of the rim. So it's already a struggle to get it out because there's not a lot of space between the rim, the inside of the rim, and the valve. Okay, and again, take the valve dust cover away. So you tighten this little thing. You can get it on there. Cool, so that fits on. As you guys can see, I'll get my hands away. Let it go all the way down. Now let's see if this little sensor fits on here. So as you guys can see, let's change the angle. Make it a little bit lower. And you can see it does not fit. Yeah? The width of the thing is too wide. So even if I bend the valve all the way towards the edge, I can't get it in there. So if your valve is a little bit different to this one, then it might work. If the valve is sticking forward or sticking back or whatever, mine can unfortunately not go any other way. It can't go forward, it can't go back. It can go closer to the rim, but it can't go forward. I have to bend the pipe. And I really don't want to do that, because if I damage this pipe, then it's going to be busted and I need to replace the tube, and I can't be asked to open this wheel. It's just like that's last on my list to actually do. So this valve or the sensor does not fit on the S22. Well, at least doesn't fit on my S22. But if you've got a valve that stick out in the middle or anywhere close by, as you guys can see, there's loads of space around the wheel as well. So there will be enough clearance if this sensor is sitting like there on the valve. Okay, but for my S22, not the Pro, whatever, might be different for yours. So check yours before you buy it, that it will fit in there. But yeah, the sensor does not fit in there, even if I bend it all the way down. And I'm not going to force it. So if it doesn't fit nicely, I'm not going to install it. Simple as that. Because if anything goes wrong with the valve while I'm riding and I need to replace the tube or whatever, then I can't be arsed with it. That's just me. So for the S22, it does not work. It's already a mission to inflate the thing, because most of the inflators for tires and for cycling pumps, they are also thick. So I have to use an extension on this valve to get it further, so I can then connect a normal cycle pump. So yeah, if you don't have a valve like that, it will work fine. If you do have a valve that's very close and you can't move it away, then you're going to have some trouble. Okay guys, I hope that helped someone that's looking to buy into a tire pressure monitoring system for their EUC. As you guys can see, that is the thickness of the wall. I hope it's still clear this close to the camera, but you can at least see that's the height. The height is not that problem, because you really turn it quite deep into the valve. And then this is the little lock nut that you also need to install if you are worried that you're going to lose the sensor. Okay, well, I hope this helped someone if they are looking into buying these tire pressure monitoring system. For me, as a lot of people has pointed out, there's so many other ones on the market that's way cheaper than the Pidzoom. So you need to make the call if you want to support the guys from Pidzoom. Great stuff, you know. The communication and the feedback and whatever has been really good from them, even if for me living here in the UK. But yeah, it is a fair amount of money. So you can all support them so they can keep on making more and more personal electric vehicle accessories, or you can go and buy the cheap ones. All depends on you. You know, I know we all spend like quite a lot of money on our EUCs already, so you want to have the cheapest stuff to go with it. But yeah, sometimes guys, you know, just as an example, you buy a £1,200 iPhone and then you put a £7 cover on because you don't want to spend £40 on the Apple cover. And that's pretty much exactly the same. So you can all support Apple with or another brand that is more expensive for a cover, or you can put a cheap cover on. And if you're happy with that, you're happy with that. I don't really mind. So yeah, I hope you like this video. And if there's any questions about the Pidzoom tire pressure monitoring system, then please drop in the comments below. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers, guys.